So when I wake up in the morning, I like to meditate. That's the first thing I like to do. Of course, pray, meditate, all of those things when I wake up in the morning. And for New Year's Eve, I think I told you on my last video that I went to the spa. If I didn't tell you I went to the spa, I went to the spa for New Year's Eve. And that was really good and rejuvenating for me. And I told y'all about my book that I read, The Alchemist, and that was cool. And it was a good book. And since I've been waking up these last couple of days, I really just been having that feeling about embodying the things that I want to have or become or to bring into my reality. And I just had this thing that dawned on me that just said, Yaminah, if you really want these things in your life, you really have to become that. You really have to be that. You really have to embody that. And I'm a person that works hard. I know we have talked about that before. I always talk about how hard I work because I do work hard. But in my 20 plus year career, everything has always been about survival and hunger and hustling and going for it. And now that I'm older and wiser and I've been through some things, now I'm just more like, okay, soft girl life, let me be a little bit more chill. Let me be a little bit more peaceful. Let me not like rush. Now, I know people are saying can't we say it right now? People are saying cancel hustle culture. And I understand that because hustling can be very stressful. However, I do believe in order to be successful, you should know how to hustle. You should have gone through that period of hustling so you understand what it's like to get it, to go after what you want in life. If you're just a person that's like, oh, I'm just going to get what I want and say things don't happen the way you want them to happen, which it doesn't, you're not going to get what you want like that. It just doesn't happen like that. Sometimes it does. A lot of times it doesn't. And that's something that is very important to understand, that when you want something to happen in your life, you have to know that you must understand that you're going to go through a process before you get there. And I know a lot of people talk about manifestations and numerology and astrology, and I'm all for that. I'm all for astrology and numerology and manifesting the things that you want in your life. But I'm also I'm also a realist. And so in my meditation, I really was thinking about just really embodying the things that I want in my life, that I want to attract in my life. Instead of trying to attract it, why don't I be that? Why don't I act like that? Why don't I vision myself being that very thing that I want to be? And so I find that very important to, my light went out. Oh man. Okay. It's okay. Y'all still see me. My light I guess it just died. It needs to be charged, but it's okay. Anyway, getting back to what I was saying. Unless I can, all right, sorry y'all. Like my light went out and then I had to fix it. I don't know what happened. But anyways, as I was saying, the things that you want in your life, you have to become that. And the best example I can give you, say that you want to attract, I don't want to say money because we always talk about money, right? People always talking about attracting more money. But just say, I guess my battery's dying, but that's okay. Say that you want to travel more. Say you want to manifest more traveling in your life. And so why don't you become the traveler? Embody the feeling of being a person that travels. So that could literally be you getting up in the morning and traveling to your bathroom, traveling to your kitchen. Like, how does that feel? Embodying that feeling, every movement that you make is going to be a part of that manifestation of being a traveler. And you can flip that around the best way that you can. But what I'm saying is you have to embody what it is that you want to become, what it is that you want to attract. Even if it's something that is just a material thing, think of yourself as that material thing. Think of yourself as that and what that looks like. how it got into your hands. Be that. So I had woke up in the morning and I was literally thinking about that. And, ooh, my hand's a little ashy. Hold on. Okay, y'all, that's that's one thing. It's one thing about me. I be ashy. Okay, my hands be ashy. And I was just looking at my hands. I was like, ooh, okay, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, okay? Because sometimes it get a little ashy up. I know it has a lot to do when I was a bartender. I was a bartender for 10 years and off and on for 10 years. And my hands would just be cracked. And I just feel like I didn't moisturize them enough and my hands just get so dry. Anyways, I'm using some Jergens lotion, okay? So I was like, let me not be up in my video with some ashy hands, okay? Because I be ashy. Anyways, getting back to what I was saying. So, embodying what it is that you want to attract in your life. Embodying that person that you want to be, that you see in your future. And I truly believe that. And the funny thing is, like, you know, when you were a kid and you just visualize yourself being a firefighter or a singer, you know, that is truly what you wanted to do. Your child self knew who they wanted to be. And as we get older, we don't embody those things anymore. We don't play dress up. We don't walk around and say, I'm the queen. You know what I mean? We don't do that as adults. We're so stuck in reality in the 3D and looking at bills and responsibilities where we're no longer using our imagination. And me as a creative, I have to use my imagination. And if I don't use my imagination, if I don't use my creativity, life is just like, I don't operate that way. Okay, some people operate that way. I don't operate that way. But I'm just saying, just so we understand about embodying the things that you want, the person that you want to become, embodying that. And so I think is super important to do that. And I have been doing that for so long, but I have done it with stress, like trying to pay bills and then thinking about creative things. And so I have learned that you can't really mix and match that. You have to like stick to that visualization and embodying that. And don't let the day-to-day like throw you off your game, which I'm not saying that it won't throw you off your game from time to time, but just look at the lesson of why you were thrown off your game. There's lessons in everything. It's lessons in everything. And I always tell people, and I will continue to say these things in my videos, move with intentions. Like when you move with intentions and with purpose, then things will make a whole lot more sense. I know for myself, I don't move without intentions. I'm not that person that gets up and say, oh, I'm just going to go with the flow. No, because that wind can blow you a place you don't want to be. So sometimes if I'm in a certain environment and I know that I'm in an environment that's safe, then I'll be like, okay, I'm going to go with the flow. But just on the day-to-day and just with life, I don't just go. I let myself flow, but I don't just go with the flow. You get what I'm saying? I flow through life, but I don't just go with the flow without a plan, you know, without intentions, without a purpose. You know what I mean? So I just want to tell y'all that the things that you want to manifest in your life, you can have those things. You are deserving of those things, especially if you're working hard, especially if you're working towards something, especially when you put in action, when you're putting action into the things that you want to have in your life. When you just sit there and be like, I just want this. Sometimes that can happen like that, especially if you already put in the work. Now, if you one of them spoiled kids out there that watch my videos and everybody done did everything for you, sometimes you can manifest things too, because you were conditioned to get what you want. But sometimes, a lot of times, there's lessons in those too that can really shock you in a way that you did not expect. And I'm not saying it in a good way. So you always got to have gratitude. You always have to be thankful. You always have to understand the when you have that one thought on this side and the other thought on this side, you're like, which side do I follow? Follow your gut. And so that's what we're doing, continuing on with our life and moving with intentions and moving with purpose. Okay, because that is really what's going to get you going. That's really going to light your fire, and that's really going to keep your wheels turning. And sometimes life will put you in a halt, and you have to sit in silence and really heal and get through things. So just know that those things happen in life too. So I just say, just always move with gratitude, stay moving with intentions, and embody the things that you want. Embody the things that you want to attract. Embody that person that you see yourself becoming, because it really does belong to you. It really does belong to you. It really belongs to you, okay? So if you feel it, you see it, you have a visual of it, that means it's something that you are supposed to achieve, okay? So I'm signing out for now. Thank y'all for watching my video. Okay, so make sure that you guys tap that like my video. You can share it, send a comment. I will engage with y'all, okay? So I'm not just making these videos just to make these videos. I'm making these videos because I want to continue to connect with my community. And y'all know I really am for the underdog, okay? So I'm all about pushing encouragement, enlightening y'all so we can move onward and upward and doing our thing, okay? All right, ciao.